All right, so welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin, and this is SmellGoodz. Listen, something in not too long ago as far as a discovery set from an independent niche house by the name of Day 3. So we're going to go through this discovery set, let you know what my first impressions are. Can't tell you too much about sillage, projection, all those things, but definitely want to put my nose on some things, see kind of what they're working with, and if there anything that's in here that is bottle worthy. Listen, as we're doing that though, before we jump into that, do me a favor. You all have been doing an amazing job already so far, and I appreciate it and appreciate it. You have no idea how much I appreciate the number of subscribers that have already become on board with this channel. I really just got serious about this probably about maybe a month and a half ago, and already we're probably pushing close to 200. I think last time I saw was about 180. So you guys that have jumped on and just, you know, subscribed and commenting, I appreciate it. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? But hear me, do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, request notifications, share, and then meet me in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Also though, in the description, I do have some codes, some links for decanters that may give you the opportunity to smell some of the stuff that we're talking about on this channel as you're looking to maybe increase your or add to your collection. Some discounts there, and they do help to support the channel. All right. So as I mentioned, this is a niche house that is actually not too far from where I live in the Phoenix metro area there, in one of the suburbs of the area. But I came across them, actually I came across them a little while back, and then I really just, as I was looking at some things, I was like, oh, let me get the discovery set. Wasn't a bad price on it. Let me, one, support a local business, but also two, let's see what they're working with, because they've got some things that have some interesting notes, and see what they're doing. So up first, I think we've got, let's go with Downtown DejaVu. All right. So Downtown DejaVu, let me pull up the accords on this. This one is a rose, musky, leather, powdery, floral, sweet fragrance. And then as far as the notes on it, top notes are red fruits, apple, and citruses. Middle notes are rose, iris, cinnamon. And then your base notes are linen, suede, cotton candy. This is one of the ones I was like, interesting. Cotton candy, musk, and amber. All right. Downtown DejaVu. Get a little of the apple, but more citruses than anything. It's a decent fragrance. It's not a wow fragrance for me, but it's not a bad fragrance. It's just I don't want to call it basic, just because it's not basic, if you will. But it's okay. Now, okay, I'm getting some of that. What is it? The cotton candy and the linen. Yeah, I'm getting kind of that almost t-shirt feeling. Yeah, this to me is a summertime strolling through the mall type of a fragrance. This is a white t-shirt. I mean, the image I get from this is just straight white t-shirt and Levi's. I mean, it's kind of that classic type of smell, type of scent that's there. Okay, not bad. For me, not fully bottle worthy, but not bad at all. All right, so next up, we've got Silent Rescue by Day 3. Chords on this are woody, amber, warm, spicy, powdery, aromatic, fresh, spicy, balsamic, musky, citrus. And then as far as the notes on this, you have lemon, what is that? Nutmeg, elemi, I'm not sure what that is. Frankincense, black tea, myrrh, and cinnamon make up the middle notes. And then base notes are cedar, sandalwood, musk, and gaiac wood. All right, let's check this out. Helps if I put it on the test strip. Okay, definitely get the spice, if you will, from the nutmeg mixed with that lemon. So this is, in my opinion, more of a fall, winter fragrance. This is more of a hanging out on not a cold night, but a cool night, right? Hanging out on a cool night, kind of friends just out grabbing drinks, sitting, you know, maybe at some place that just plays music or jazz or whatever, nothing major. Decent scent, Nice spice, not overwhelming. This doesn't come off as a room filler to me. This is not going to be a loud projecting one in my opinion. Nice fragrance that's there. More of an intimate, close friends type of smell. Not a date night scent for me. Good smell, not bad. For me, not fully bottle worthy. This will be something that if I were to smell it, in a store or something, I might be interested in it, but I'm not necessarily going out of my way for this one. But it's a good scent. Good scent. Definitely a good one. All right. Next one up is Ambar Dominicano. All right. So this is a warm, spicy, vanilla, amber, sweet, woody, cinnamon, Coca-Cola, rum, balsamic type of fragrance as the accords. As far as the notes on this, up top you've got Coca-Cola, lime, lavender, and passion fruit. Okay. Middle notes are cinnamon, rum, immortelle, which looks to be like a flower or flower of some type, honey, davana, and red wine. Interesting. Okay. And then your base notes are benzoin, vanilla, sandalwood, patchouli, and rock rose. All right. Let's check this one out. Yeah. You get the Coca-Cola up top, the lime Coca-Cola, as it is, really. You get that up top. And some of that booziness that comes with the rum. Now, I like this. This is winter, fall. This is whereas I think the one I just did, Silent Rescue, I think it was more hanging out with friends. This is more intentionality as far as an evening scent, right? This is more intentionality when I'm putting this on. This could definitely be a bottle worthy scent. Now, the thing I also like about this, and there's another one. Who is it? Mancera has a Tonka Cola, which I'll probably do a review on here soon. Which I like Mancera, but I don't necessarily like that Tonka Cola because that feels very much like I'm walking around smelling like a Coca-Cola bottle. This though, the way it's blended, the way it's put together, the Coca-Cola is kind of toned down, so it's not overpowering. I don't get the fizziness that I get with that other one. It's blended in such a way that it's there, but it's not there, if that makes sense. You get it, but it's not overpowering. It's not like somebody spilled a bottle of Coca-Cola on you and you're walking around trying to figure out, how do I get out of this, right? The sticky, because that other fragrance is like, I feel almost the stickiness of it, right? The other things that are in here, like that honey and that vanilla, add to it and balance this out. So this, I'm gonna say this is, of the 3 that I've smelled so far, this is definitely in the running to be bottle worthy. Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna put this over here just because I may come back to it and see after it, kind of does this thing a little more. But yeah, this one, it works. That one works. That one was Amber Dominicano. So, all right. So next up is Del Mar. This one, as far as the accords on this, white, floral, citrus, coconut, musky, sweet, aromatic, marine, powdery, fresh, green scent. And then as far as the top notes, you got lime peel, lime, bergamot, and ginger. And middle notes, you got jasmine, C notes, lily of the valley. Then your base, you've got coconut, musk, and amber. Let's check this one out. So this, for me, definitely leans more feminine. And all of these, I think, are unisex. They're billed or shown as unisex. But this one, for me, leans more feminine than the other ones. The other ones, I think, were kind of just down the middle of the road. With the Amber Dominicano, I think I would say that was probably more leaning more masculine, which is, I think, why one of the reasons I'm definitely going for that one. But this one, this definitely leans very feminine for me, But this is kind of like, you definitely get the ocean or the beach vibes off of this. That coconut and jasmine coming through there. Mental image of this for me is more of a woman walking down white flowing dress, white sands beach. That's kind of what I get when I smell this. This is kind of what that mental image is for me of this one. Not something I would wear, but definitely I can see the value of this. I can see the appeal of this. Not a bad fragrance, just doesn't rock it for me. Good scent though. Yeah. Not bad. They've nothing on it so far out of this house has been, you have some stuff that's like, what in the world were they thinking? So far, nothing's out of pocket. Nothing's out of like, oh, this is just bad. Everything's good. It's just for me, I have a little, I have a way that I like to smell. I like to kind of have as far as the scent around me. Some of these are just nice middle of the road fragrances. That one, that Ambar Dominicano, in fact. Yeah. That Ambar Dominicano, I told you I was putting it over to the side just to see. That one, that's the one that so far I'm rocking well. All right. So that last one though was Del Mar. All right. So up next is Say Less by, again, Day 3. That's what we're doing all in this video. Let's check this one out. Let that settle there. As far as the accords on this one, you've got it's powdery, violet, iris, citrus, musky, woody, aquatic, earthy, ozonic, and floral. And then as far as your notes, top notes are citron, lemon, and bergamot. So very citrusy up top. Middle notes are iris, violet, rain notes, lychee, and narcissus in the middle. And then base is musk, woody, and amber, woody notes, and amber. So you do get some of that lemon and bergamot up top with the flower. So what is that? The iris and maybe the narcissus, I guess. But there is this earthiness in there it reminds me of something. What is this? There's this underlying earthiness that is there. I'm trying to place it. Okay. So if you've smelled the new Sauvage Eau Forte, and I'm not saying that this is a clone of it in the same vein of it, they're different fragrances for sure. But the earthiness of this is reminiscent of the earthiness in Sauvage Eau Forte, the new one that they just released that is supposed to be alcohol free. That earthiness that's there is it's in here too. It's not exact. It's not exact, right? But it's there. This is a everyday type of fragrance. I wouldn't relegate this to a particular season. The floral is kind of bringing it up, but the earthiness is kind of that balance of the florals and the citrus, and then it's being brought down by the earthiness. Yeah, this middle of the road as far as unisex, not necessarily fully male or fully feminine, what have you. If I were to say which one it might lean a little more feminine than male, just because of floral notes, but then that earthiness kind of brings it back over, if that makes sense. Okay, not bad. Say Less. Not bottle worthy for me, but it's an interesting fragrance. It's an interesting one, okay? All right, so next up, I've got Filosofia. Now, I think we're, 5 in, got 4 more left. So far, only one has been truly bottle worthy for me. The others are just kind of there for me. They're good scents, just not something I'm planning on owning. But we've got Filosofia now, which I think is philosophy. But Filosofia, as far as the accords on this is a warm, spicy, sweet, nutty, vanilla, tobacco, chocolate, fresh, spicy, woody, aromatic, powdery. So already I am intrigued. The tobacco, yeah. And then the chocolate addition to that, I'm interested. As far as the notes, up top, you've got cardamom and black pepper. Middle notes, you got tobacco and oud. And then base notes are hazelnut, vanilla, absolute, and chocolate. So definitely want to see what this one's working with. Okay. 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 We might have a winner here. Yeah. You definitely get some of that spice up top with that pepper and cardamom. But then the sweetness of the tobacco is just, it's there. Yeah, this more fall, winter, more intentional, again, intentional nighttime wear. But this, in fact, let me get this on skin because this, make sure I didn't lose the right one. Okay. Yeah. This right here. Yeah. Let me come back to this. And then there's a chocolate creaminess with this. The chocolate, the hazelnut, and the vanilla. With that tobacco. Yo. Okay. This is definitely bottle worthy for me. Yeah, this is definitely all right. This is my type of a scent. That spice that's there, that tobacco. I'm starting to really get into some tobacco fragrances, and this is one that I can definitely add in. It's a sweet tobacco. It's not the earthy, dry tobacco, if you will. It's a nice tobacco combined with that chocolate. Now it says there's oud in here. Not a strong oud. It's there. But yeah. So what's this? Filosofia. That's definitely one that we will be adding to the collection. Filosofia by Day 3. All right, next up I've got Bani by Day 3. Now this one, as far as the accords, you've got sweet, tropical, citrus, fruity, floral, musky, coconut, vanilla, white floral, and powdery. And then as far as the notes, up top you've got mango, bergamot, mango tree, and wild orange. Middle notes you've got coconut, magnolia, jasmine, and papaya. Base notes are white musk and sugar cane. All right, let's see what this one's working with. Get my test strip here. Separate it. The mango hits hard. The mango in this hits really hard, really nice. Very upfront. This is beach. And this is, okay, go with me now. This is Caribbean beach, white sands, very blue ocean, almost crystal clear ocean. Sitting down in a cabana, Bahama Mama, rum punch in hand. Yeah, this is okay. Day 3 is starting to pick up with these. Make sure, let's get this on scan, see what this is rocking. Yeah. Okay. This works very well. Let me look at the notes. There's almost this boozy feel to it, but I don't see, there's nothing in the notes. But I'm wondering if, what is it? I'm wondering if the sugar cane mixed with some of those things is kind of creating that feel to it. Yeah, this Bani is another one. This is definitely another bottle-worthy scent for me. Definitely works well. The time for wearing this is coming to a close because this is definitely summer, spring type of a fragrance. This is definitely something that you wear tropical, right? That's kind of what I get with this very nice tropical scent. Yeah. All right. So Bani, another one. So I think now we're 3 out of the 7, because Bani, Ambar, Dominicano, and Filosofia, those 3 are considered bottle worthy for me so far out of this collection. So some good stuff from day 3. Again, the other stuff works, just not my feel, but so far there's some winners in here. There's some definite winners. All right, next up I've got Tacita De Cafe. And this one, as far as the accords, this is a warm, spicy, sweet, coffee, woody, amber, vanilla, caramel, rum, powdery rose scent. I'm interested in this joker here. As far as the notes on this, up top you've got spices and wild orange. Middle notes you've got coffee, rum, caramel, and rose. And then the base notes are brown sugar, amber, sandalwood, vanilla, tonka, and amyris. All right, let's check this one out. Ooh. Okay, go with me on this one. This one is mental image, right? Mental image of this is, you know, those movies where you got somebody in the middle of Colombia or on one of the islands, whatever. They got a white hat, typically has like the black band around it. They're sipping coffee in a cafe. That's this scent. That's what that evokes to me. This is, you might have a Cuban in hand, but definitely sitting, sipping coffee. Yeah, because the coffee comes through, the rum comes through. Now, that brown sugar, and I'm wondering if it's the brown sugar, because there's some sweet stuff in here as far as the caramel, the brown sugar. Yeah, it's not listed here, but it's almost a chocolatey scent on this one. This gives a more chocolatey feel, but it may be the coffee, rum, brown sugar, caramel combination that is giving that type of a scent in that combination. But yeah, this one, let me see where. Again, this is a daytime scent, but it's not an office scent. This is more of an evening scent, just as far as when I would wear this. But this is another one that I might have to put in the collection. Yeah, this is another good one. This, ooh, and I just got a hit of that rose. Yeah, that cough. Okay, because now it's even that rose is starting to come out in this. Okay, was it Tacita De Cafe? That's another one. So these last few ones that I've had definitely work. Definitely work. All right. The last one in the Discovery Set collection is, I think, their newest one, Escandalo. So the accords on this are, it's fruity, tropical, citrus, oud, fresh, rose, aromatic, woody, and earthy. And then as far as the notes, up top you've got guava, limetta, and ginger. And then in the middle you've got rose de mal, daisy, and jasmine sambac. And then as far as your base notes, you've got orchinox, oud, and vetiver. All right, let's check this one out. Escandalo by Day 3. This, so mental image, because some of these do for me evoke mental images just as far as the scents. This is more of, whereas some of them were beach or walking through malls or sitting sipping coffee, this is more of a stroll through a market in the Caribbean, in the Dominican Republic, or something along those lines. It's tropical, but not overly tropical. The guava it's coming through, but it's not a punch, a guava punch, if you will. Yeah, this is more walking through the market, and you've got person selling coconuts on one side, maybe the person selling papaya and guava, and selling their other wares and things like that, kind of kids running around. That's what this type of scent is. And this is another winner. This is definitely another winner for me. This could be a nice daily scent. It does lean more into, of course, the spring and summer months. This could even work into early fall. But this is another good scent. This is bottle worthy. This is bottle worthy. Yeah. All right. So that's it of them. If I had to choose my favorite out of them, Filosofia is probably my number one. The Tacita De Cafe one is up there too. Bani and Escandalo are definitely ones that definitely before the next summer will probably be in my collection. And then the fifth one, I have to go through my notes again. But the fifth one, the Ambar Dominicano, banger. Listen, of the 9, there are 5 that I'm looking at saying, yeah, I could see myself wearing these. I could see myself with these in my rotation during whatever season of the year there might be. Some good stuff here. All right. But that's it. Let me know your thoughts if you've got experience with Day 3 as far as a fragrance house, and if they put out something new, I'll definitely see if I can get my nose on it. But nice niche house, not overly expensive, just from what I was looking. In fact, if you order the discovery set, you'll get a code to go towards your purchase of a full bottle. So that's a win there. I'll probably use that code to see which one I want to get. But let me know your thoughts. And again, if you have not already, hit that subscribe, hit the like, request notifications, share, and then meet me in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay sane, stay smelling good. Peace.